Okay, so are you ready for the speaking test?
Yes, I'm ready.
So the speaking test will have three parts, and the speaking test part one will be about yourself.
Okay.
Yes, so we have two topics in the speaking test part one, and the first topic is about sky, sky
Uh,
stars.
can you repeat it?
Uh, the first topic will be about sky and stars.
Okay.
So, do you ever look up and watch the sky?
Uh, I often look up the sky at night when the sky is full of stars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So have you learned much about the stars and planets in school?
At my school, I only learned about the main subjects for exam like mathematics, literature, English, and many subjects, but I still have not enough knowledge about the star.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that the sky could be made clearer by reducing pollution?
Yeah, as you know that today the technology then and the industry has polluted our air a lot, and it makes
Mhm.
difficult to see the sky clearly, so that if it was less pollution, we could see the star and the sky more clear.
Mm-hmm. Good. So let's move on to the topic number two. Let's talk about your city. What city do you live in?
Um, I was born in Zhonghe City, so I also live here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how long have you lived in your part of your town?
Uh, I was born in 2003, so I have been living in my city for almost 60 years.
Uh-huh. Almost 3 years.
No, 16.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How long? Can you repeat it?
Uh, I was born in Zhonghe City
Mm-hmm.
in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been living in my city for almost 16 years.
16
Yeah.
years. Okay. So is there anything interesting about your city?
Um, my city is famous for its beach and the cuisines.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come here, you can also visit many history building,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also have a chain to walk along the long and wide sands with
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful beach. And at night, you can also walk. You can also walk with your friends and family on Dongmi Park, and you can see like on the river.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have a chance to move to another city,
Yeah.
which city will you want to move in the future?
Uh, if I had a chance to move to any city, I will absolutely choose Dalat City,
Uh-huh.
because as you know that the weather in Dalat is really cool,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not as hot as in my city
Mm-hmm.
or in Hanoi or anything else, any other city else. And in Dalat is also famous for many water park, and it's also famous for its food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also want to go to Dalat too. If I
Yeah.
have money, I will move to live there. And so that is the speaking test part one. And now we've moved to the speaking test part. And in the speaking test part two, I'm going to give you a topic, and you will have 1 minute to think about it, to prepare. And after that, you will have 2 minutes to talk about it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. So the topic is you will describe a story that was interesting to you.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So I will type it here so you can see it clearly. That was interesting. Okay, so now you have 1 minute to think about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you may begin speaking now.
Okay. Uh, there are many interesting or impressive things in this world, but the most special moment and the most impressive moment to me is the time when I watch uh, Avengers Endgame. Uh, that is my first time I have ever watched a series of Avengers. So, uh, my feeling at that time was nervous and also exciting about it. The pilot of that movie is was about the story of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking for the treasure to save the community, and by the attractive pilot and the way they express themselves through the movie, it's kind of like it impressed me a lot. Um, the, and I also impressed by the way the fans of Avengers, show their feeling
Mm-hmm.
why their favorite uh, character
Mm-hmm.
appear on the scan.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, when the movie was end, everyone is just like they burst into tears,
Mm-hmm.
and so did I.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was my first time I had ever seen this kind of movie, but is also
The
the
first time.
most impressive moment to me.
Uh-huh. So that was the first time you watch something like fiction movies.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. So the first time you watch Avenger
yeah,
and you were crying.
yeah. At that time, I was crying
Do
because
you really understand?
there was
Do you
because
really
there
understand
were
what is happening?
yeah. I just understood a little bit.
Okay. Because I am a big fan of Avenger too,
Oh,
and well, so that was a really touching moment.
yeah.
So
When
we've been talking about, yeah. So we've been talking about a story that you found interesting. Now I would like to ask you a few more questions about this topic. So
Yeah.
let's consider reading novels. So
Uh,
why? Can you hear it clearly?
no, I cannot.
Okay.
No.
So the topic for the part three is about reading novels.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So the first question is, why do so many people throughout history enjoy reading novels?
Through the history, many people are interested in reading novel
Mm-hmm.
because novel can bring many knowledge to them.
Mm, mm,
Uh, Besides, reading novel can take it easy for them after a hardworking day at work or at school. And